Hello, everybody, and welcome to Local Gems, the show where we take a closer look at some of the businesses, organizations, and people who make our local community shine a little bit brighter. My name is Ben Barber. I am the host of the show, and today I have a good friend on. He does many things. Some of them with me, and he's just an all around great guy and a really helpful guy to have around. He's also the president of the Westerly-Pawcatuck Downtown Business Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Belanger. Shane, how are you?
I'm doing well, Ben. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much. I thank you for coming back on Local Gems.
This is great. Thanks for having me on.
I'm really excited. We have in the past talked at length about Westerly Live, which you can see all of the info down there for Shane's creation, Westerly Live, which brings you a ton of live events in the area, but mainly and most notably high school sports just across the. So that's not what we're here to talk about today, but why don't you just give us a little elevator pitch on why people should check out Westerly Live?
Sure. I'm happy to say that our live streams with the sports, I'll be very brief. I know, Ben, I can be long-winded, but I'll be brief on this one.
Take your time.
All right. Well, we started about 3 years ago with the high school sports, just on a phone, right on an iPhone. And we just kept building from there to where we're at now, to where we're doing full productions. Our last game, we actually were doing all the fall sports this year. We had girls and boys varsity soccer, we had girls varsity volleyball, and of course football. This year it's really good. Is the girls varsity soccer team has made the playoffs, so we have a game coming up this Thursday night at home. The football team is in the playoffs, but their game is Friday night in Barrington. That's away, and the volleyball team has made the playoffs as well. So we'll be carrying. They have a home game next week, which will be airing on Westerly.live. So we a full production. We just last Friday night we did our best game yet. We had 2 cameras. I was producing, directing, scoreboard. We have Greg Morano doing the commentary, and Lisa Ornberg, and we had Louis Andrade. Am I saying that correctly, Ben?
I should know.
Louis, I apologize.
Andrade?
There you go, Andrade. Yes,
Andrade.
I apologize, Louis. I pronounced your name incorrectly. Working the cameras as well. So it was an absolutely fantastic event. The stream went almost flawlessly, and as you well know, Ben, those don't happen. So we're very proud of that. It's at a collegiate level of broadcasting now.
It really is. It's spectacular. And yeah, things go live. Things go wrong on live streams all the time, because of course they do. And they go live on they go wrong on live streams when it's just like one person having a conversation with another person, and then like when you're considering the fact that you have multiple cameras, you're going into a switching software. You have different audio sources. You have a live commentator. You're following live sports. You're out in a field. It's fantastic what you're doing. There's a live scoreboard. There are commercial cuts. Like it's really well done. And people that have not checked out the Westerly sports on Westerly.live have no idea what they're missing. So please go check that out. Also, you and I had a little back and forth before we started about our web addresses. So some people, like, it's possible that some people don't even realize that the thing at the bottom of both of our names over here are websites. If you go to westerly.live, that's a full website. And if you go to 321.media, that's a full website. There's no .com. Those are the endings. And I love it. And I was like, oh, why'd you go with .live a year and a half ago? And now I'm like, nope, new company. It's .media. Who cares?
There you go. I saw that and I'm like, good for you, Ben. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All the good ones are taken. So now we have all these other TLDs to choose from. So it's great.
So in addition to your serial entrepreneurship, You are also currently serving as the president of the Downtown Business Association, and you have quite a big event ongoing. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, I'd love to. The event is called Dine Out in Downtown. It starts today, actually. Goes from the 1st through the 7th, so ending on Sunday. And the cool part about this is, only backtrack a little bit. Yes, I am the president of the Westerly-Pawcatuck DBA. And I took on this position because I wanted to give back. When I started my original company 5 years ago, I've had some success in Westerly, and it was due to starting my company in Westerly because it was a blog about Westerly and Westerly businesses and life in Westerly and things like that. I wanted to give back. There was an opening. I was serving as the vice president last year, and then there was an opening for president this year. So I said, here's my chance to give back. So we started off slow this year. We had a couple goals we wanted to, because we're coming off of COVID last year. So nothing happened downtown. Things that the DBA normally did, everything was canceled.
Yeah.
So we had some previous bills we wanted to take care of. We wanted to increase membership from last year, which we did all that. And the big thing was, as we were trying to rebuild our war chest, so to speak, our bank account, we didn't want to put on an event all by ourselves because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of money, and we're a volunteer organization. So one thing we said that we would do is we would help sponsor events, which is great. And it just so happens that this event came up. The Greater Mystic Chamber had reached out to us because they were going to be doing their Mystic Restaurant Week. And kind of like a throwback to the downtown shutdown days. If you remember those a couple of years ago, when it was 2 states, 2 towns, 1 destination, 1 event. So we were trying to carry that forward. And that was when I was just starting my company, and the DBA was doing the Bricks and Murals celebration. It turned to a big event, and I was part of it, a small part of it. I was happy to be part of that event, and it was just a great event. It brought, again, 2 states, 2 towns, and we had 1 downtown. So let's kind of carry off that. So we're going with 2 states, 2 towns, 1 event. And so the way it's going to work is we have restaurants and retail shops from Mystic and Downtown Westerly, which are both part of this. We each have our own mini events, but it's under 1 event umbrella. So participating restaurants, I'm going to look away from the camera for a minute and pull up. You can get all this information on the DBA website as well at Westerly.
Yep, and it's linked in the description as well, so you can just click that.
Perfect.
But please tell us I'm so sorry to jump on you.
No problem.
The website?
WesterlyDBA.org. And you can go /dine. That will take you to our page that we have built that is for the event. So what typically a restaurant week, we're all familiar with them. The Ocean Community Chamber puts on a great restaurant week here in Westerly, and it's typically 3 courses, a set menu. It was a way for chefs in the restaurant to do something a little different, to get people in. They can try something, have a meal with a set price, which is a great format. But we were coming off of COVID, and Mystic Chamber, they had a great idea. What if we just do a theme? So after some brainstorming, we're like, the theme became a burger week. And then, of course, we kept brainstorming that. A burger turned into be whatever the restaurant felt the burger would be. It could be a traditional burger, like we have. I can tell you who's doing a traditional burger will be the Bone Station, which is located in Danny's. They're doing a pulled pork Angus burger, barbecue pulled pork on top of a half-pound Angus beef burger, and then topped with cheddar cheese. Sounds delicious. Sounds amazing. So we have other businesses that are taking it a step further and getting creative. We spoke with Colin. You can see the video on our Facebook page at the Malted Barley. He's doing a meatball and egg. It was delicious. Couldn't believe it. So the burger part of it can be whatever you feel can be the burger.
Yeah.
Between 2 pieces of bread. Mia's right over here in Pawcatuck. She is doing a burger omelet for breakfast. And then at lunch, she is doing a burger and a beer special. You can find all this information on the DBA website as well. Brazen Hen, they're doing some sliders. So you're going to get 3. They're doing a lamb slider, a soupy slider, and a beef slider. So traditional beef, then you have lamb and soupy. And Perks and Corks, Brian over there, he's involved too. He's doing the Westerly grilled cheese. So he's doing an Italian sausage patty as the burger from Westerly Packing. Roasted red peppers, arugula, provolone cheese, and a pepperoncini mayo grilled to perfection. And of course, we have Bridge. They're involved, but they decided to not do the burger theme because they do have burgers on the menu. So their whole menu is special this week. And now what these restaurants did is they donated 2 $25 gift cards, which are going to go into a text to win contest, which we have going on. So at any participating restaurant, you will find QR codes and as well as the text code and the phone number to text that to. And you can be entered to win these gift cards. And the prize packs are valued at $100 a piece. But it's not just Westerly. Now we have restaurants in Mystic who, again, they've donated gift cards as well. Jealous Bunk, 21 Rocks, the Daniel Packer Inn, Block and Bottle, the Oyster Club, Harp and Hound, which of course, Harp and Hound and Brazen Hen are in the same family of restaurants. So you're going to have on both sides of the river. So it's a great event. So we're going to get people to come back out and enjoy their favorite restaurants. Steak Loft, Chapter 1, S&P Oyster. Again, all these restaurants you can find on our website.
All the big ones, all the hits.
Exactly. Engine Room. And it doesn't stop there. We have retail shops here in Westerly. Let me go over some of them real quick.
I want every burger that you've said so far, every version of this, and I mean, Bridge has amazing burgers every day anyway. So
exactly.
Wow.
So for retail, we have Westerly Jewelry, Koi Cafe, Loabition, Herbwise, Mary D's Antiques, Loving Life Boutique, Pompelmo Gelateria, Tapped Apple Winery. They have all donated gift cards to these prize packs. And that's just in Westerly. Now, of course, Mystic, they have their retail and restaurants as well. The cool part, we're combining all these gift cards in the prize packs. So you could be getting gift cards from restaurants and retail in Mystic and Westerly as well.
That's amazing. Quick question. Will Westerly Jewelry be offering a burger special?
Interesting. Not at this time.
Just wondering.
It's a valid question.
It's a valid, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm such a jerk. That sounds fantastic. It's a wonderful way to sort of embrace everybody coming back, right? Especially right now, right before the holiday season, and all of these little. So like one of the great things, not only does a restaurant mean that there's great places to eat in town, but it means that there's extra incentive for the local economy for people to come spend time and spend money in the area. And these restaurants, especially like the downtown, and Mystic has amazing restaurants, and it's wonderful that you're partnering with them. And every single restaurant that you just said, Jealous Monk and S&P, and like they're all fantastic. But selfishly talking about our town for a second,
correct.
I remember when Perks was like the king of the castle, only upscale bar in town that was really like that. You had 84 at the time, but like it was this one thing, and then the Barley opened, and it was like, oh, is this going to take away from it? And then the Brazen Hen opened, and then the Tapped Apple opened, and all of these places had their own unique thing, and
exactly.
Instead of competing with each other, they did this wonderful thing where they just expanded the reach of each other. And
Exactly.
and it became a destination. It's a fun place to go, bar hop on special occasions. It's a fun place to go eat and go to a different place every time, and to check out new things, and to check out, Mary D's Antiques, and check out Negrelli's and Westerly Jewelry, and check out Woody's and these local shops. And it's fantastic. So I think that this is the perfect time for Dine Out in Downtown, because it's bringing people back to the area just in time for them to go, oh wait, while I'm in the mood, while I'm down here, while I'm thinking about it right before the holidays and I need to get some shopping in, there's all of these wonderful little businesses along the way, including, by the way, just gift certificates to these restaurants. But there are wonderful little boutiques and small businesses that will be helped by this. And I think that it's fantastic. So I applaud the work that you and the rest of the business association have done to put this together, because it's fantastic.
Yeah, we've worked really hard. There's been a lot of planning going into this, and this is actually my first event to be part of the planning stages. That's why it was great to have the Mystic Chamber, who have already done events before. So I was able to learn and work with them and be able to use my skill set with the live streaming. Yeah, the rest of this week, we're going to be live streaming like crazy between here and Mystic, just getting all this. Monday typically is a slower day for restaurants. All of them are closed. So we're really going to gear up starting tomorrow. But what I've learned in planning an event and putting on an event, we have a great team too. Kayla Thompson, our vice president at the Downtown Business Association, huge help with this as well. It's even though
Kayla is from Melissa Ashley Brides,
correct? Yes, and she is growing that business. She has a very sharp business mind. She great on social media. She knows how to get people in her shop. I've learned a lot from her as well on that end, because I'm not a retail guy. I think I worked one day in retail. It was just not for me. I know that. But I've learned a lot from her when it comes, especially to the retail spot. So we have a lot of people working together. And honestly, when I was going around pounding the pavement, I haven't done this in a long time, since Westerly Life days, go out and, with flyers and selling and pitching my blog. So to do it again, it reinvigorated me to get out and talk to the business owners again. And I heard a lot of great stories on how COVID went, how they changed their business model a little bit, tweaked it here and there to bring more people in, or how they decided to start selling online to get those sales as well, how they adapted. And it was great. And to mend some relationships that kind of went south of, okay, we're human beings. It happens. Relationships go south. But to mend those again, it was great to get back out there.
That's awesome. So many of those stories of, and that's another, like, I always say that that people should support local, because when you're supporting local, you're not only supporting the business owners, but you're supporting the people that work in those businesses. You're supporting your own kids for when they want to go do Little League and they need somebody to pay for their t-shirts. Right. And or dance recitals, and they need, or theater, and they need somebody to put their names in the programs. Like, these businesses are places to go, places to have experiences, places to work, places to bring your kids, and places to help feed the rest of the economy, and it's and nourish the community, right? And I think that that's so important. And the will of these entrepreneurs and the resourcefulness over the last year and a half is remarkable and should be applauded, and should be celebrated. And in a lot of ways, this week of Dine Out in Downtown is doing that. It's a celebration, and it's an invitation to come down and come back if you haven't been in a while. And I think it's fantastic. And kudos to you and to Kayla and everyone else.
Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. It's I'm very proud of what we're doing here. It's again, part of me, because I want to give back. We are a volunteer organization, to be able to put my skill set to use to help other businesses in town, to help a town that has been good to me over the years. I was raised here. I went to Westerly High School. So it feels good to be able to do something like this, and just to help, to do my part.
Absolutely. So speaking of people can, and you can click all of the links down in the description of this video so that you can get all of the information as to the specifics of what we talked about today. But Shane, if you could just verbally tell everybody one more time where they can find all of the info about Dine Out in Downtown.
Certainly. Dine Out in Downtown. You can go to westerlydba.org/dine. And on that page, it'll take you to the Dine Out in Downtown page, but all the links are there. So you can get to the Mystic Chambers website and see all the restaurants and retails, places they have in their restaurant week. You can find out all the retail and restaurant places that are happening in Dine Out in Downtown. So it's your one-stop shop.
Awesome.
And keep checking the Facebook page. We'll be going live, like I said, starting tomorrow.
And will you be you'll be going live on the Westerly DBA Facebook page?
Yes, Westerly DBA Facebook page, and we'll be simulcasting to the Mystic Chamber Facebook page as well.
Okay, awesome. And yeah, all of the links to those pages will also be in the description of this video. Shane, thank you very much. Is there anything big coming up that we should know about for Westerly Live before I let you go?
Yeah, well, like I said, we have Thursday night, girls varsity soccer playoff game. There's Friday night, there is a football game, but it is away. We do not travel and do the away games, but it's at Barrington. And last time I checked, Barrington, part of their curriculum is they live stream their sports games. So if you're a Westerly fan, you should be able to see it. I'm looking into that. I'll try and get the link for our fans. Next week, girls varsity volleyball playoff game. And of course, Thanksgiving Day. Turkey Day game is in Westerly. We'll be streaming it on Thanksgiving.
I can't wait. I will definitely be watching the Thanksgiving Day game live. I am not a Westerly alumnus, but
oh, you're not? Where'd you go?
I'm not. I don't want to say on here.
Okay.
No, I'm from Cheraho originally. So so we had our own Thanksgiving traditions and whatnot. But I've been here for, I've been working in Westerly for like almost 20 years now. Amazingly. And that puts me at 14, but I'm standing by it. Yeah, so I can't wait to watch that game live. And again, it's incredible. Not only is it wonderful like footage for the kids for when they're scouting and doing that stuff, but it's a fantastic way to share it with relatives across the country, with family members who can't go out and sit in the cold or in bleachers, for everybody, for elderly grandparents and stuff. Like, I wish that when I was playing football for Cheraho, I'm so sorry. That I, to everybody in Western, that we had this. Like, this is fantastic, and it's a wonderful thing that you're doing for the school, for the kids, for the families, and for the community. So, a lot of wonderful work. Check out all the links. You can also find the links to Westerly.live and everything else that Shane does in the description. Shane, thank you so much. I will talk to you in like 2 minutes, I'm sure.
All right, Ben. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. All right, everybody. That is Shane Belanger, president of the Westerly-Pawcatuck Downtown Business Association. And this is the first time in a year and a half on a live stream that I have had to say either Pawcatuck or Pawtucket and not mess them up. This is the first time, and it's been like 9 times. I had the mayor of Pawcatuck on more than once, and I messed it up every time. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Local Gems. We'll see you next week. And if you have anybody that you know of that is a local gem, whether that be a business, organization, or individual that you would like to shine a light on the work that they're doing in the community, send us an email and or message or comment on this video and let us know. And we will see everybody dining out in downtown this week. Thanks.